Old Coot here, coming back at you with a little shorter version of the video that I just posted, just so everyone can kind of see what's going on in the quickest way possible, so you don't have to fast forward through a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, I would say when you're ready to cook your turkey, if you've done the spatchcock thing and you've watched my videos all the way up until this point, the short, sweet explanation is you want to blast the top of the turkey, right? Which is this, in this case, it's breast side down. This is the cavity side, right? It's all opened up and spatchcocked. You want to blast this 425 degrees for 15 minutes on the roast setting. If you don't have a roast function on your oven, it's the broil. Where do you put the turkey? Very, very important. What you want to do is take the bottom of your rack here. Let's see, it's still cool to touch because I just turned it on. But take this level and go to the top of the oven, because that's where the broiler is going to be, or the roast burner. Divide it in two, right? So divide this distance by 2. So that's about halfway. That should be the top of where your turkey is. Let me show you. See that right there? That would be the top where the turkey is with this configuration. Measure this ahead of time with the oven off, so you know which level on the rack you should be at. Okay, so turkey goes in when it hits 425 degrees. 425 degrees. You're gonna broil or roast, whichever function your oven has, for 15 minutes. 15 minutes is gonna cook most of this area, right? It's gonna cook it from the underside, right? Because you usually serve it breast side up. But that's gonna cook this whole area, seal in the juices, do its thing, help you to get that cooked underside, right? Okay, then you're gonna flip your turkey, breast side up. Sorry, having burping problems. You're going to flip your turkey breast side up. You're going to change your settings. You're still at 425 degrees. The only difference is now you're going to go to bake. So bake, bake, bake. Everybody should be baking at some point, but bake, bake, bake. So it doesn't matter whether you're using the top or the bottom, or if you only have one oven or whatever. Everybody has a bake setting on their oven. At least I think so. You're going to bake at 425 degrees. This is going to go in there for 1 additional hour. So breast side up, 1 hour. What's going to happen is you want to baste, I would say maybe every 10 or 15 minutes. It's not crucial that you baste every 10 or 15 minutes, but basically you're going to help to crisp up the skin. You're going to help to transfer more of that flavor through the skin. But if you've watched my videos up until this point, we did the marinade. The marinade is between the skin and the meat anyways. So all that flavor is already penetrating in there as you cook it away. Anyways, after that additional hour, right? So we're at 15 minutes, broil this way, flip the turkey over, 1 hour. You're going to bake with the breast side up. That's when you want to take your turkey out and temperature it, right? Do a temperature test. You should have something like this, right? ThermPro or TempSpike, or if you already have your probes in there, you would know when the alarm goes off when you're at 165 degrees internal temperature. That is the key, is having an internal temperature of 165. See that right there? 165. If you're under, let's say you're at 160, stick it back in the oven on bake, let it go for another maybe 10 minutes. And then hopefully you'll hit 165. If you're over, let's say you went to 166 or 167, that's fine. Just take your turkey out. If you're at 170, guess what? That's fine too. Totally fine. But somewhere within an hour and 15 minutes of total cooking time, your turkey should be done. When it's done, when it's hit that 165 temperature, by the way, where do you measure? You measure, so this will be breast side up, left and right, and the height, right? The height. Stick your thermometer probe in there in the deepest part of the breast, and you're trying to hit that 165 degrees. But once you've hit that, take your turkey out, put it on the range top or on top of like a wooden cutting board. Don't ever put a hot pan on like marble or tile. You'll just crack the tile. So keep that in mind. So try to find like a nice little wooden cutting board. Virginia boys, shout out to them. They make a great wooden cutting board that you could set this on. Tent it with tin foil. Right? It doesn't have to be tight. Just kind of just tent it over with tin foil. Make sure you just tuck it in like loose or whatever. Let it sit for at least 10 minutes. That 10 minutes is going to allow some of those juices to drip down into the bottom of the pan. That's what you want, because that's where you're going to be making your sauce or your gravy or whatever the case may be. So then what I would do is after that 10 minutes, take your turkey off of, and even the rack, you can pull the rack out too. So pull the rack and the turkey out of the tray itself, the cooking sheet or the cooking tray, and just set it aside. You can put that on a wooden cutting board or whatever the case may be. Let the turkey sit tented for an additional 20 minutes. So 30 minutes of total resting time for a 15-pound turkey. Okay, during that time, you're going to start making your sauce, your gravy, your juices, whatever. You should have at least some juices from the turkey drippings and all that stuff. You should have some of that marinade that might have dripped out or whatever the case may be. But you want to basically make your gravy in the same pan and just deglaze, do your whatever you want to use. You want to use like some whiskey, you want to use some wine, you want to use some more butter or whatever the case may be. I'll have to do a whole nother video on gravy making when this is all said and done. But basically the short answer is you want to let that turkey rest. That is the most crucial. You did all the work to get to this point. Your turkey's done. It looks beautiful. It's got that Merlot reddish brownish color on the skin, crispy, crunchy. Oh my God, the taste is amazing. The most important thing is let your turkey rest, because resting allows the juices to reconsolidate themselves back into the turkey so that when you do start slicing it, every piece is juicy and every piece stays juicy for 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, even an hour after you've cut it. You're going to get nice juicy turkey every time. Anyways, hope this video out there helps someone. Watch the video before this if you want to see the longer version of this and more explanation and the restaurant secrets and tips and tricks and all the good stuff. And please, I encourage everyone to go back in the video history and watch how we got to this point. The half spatch method, right? The spatchcock method, pulling the backbone out, doing the dry brine, doing the marinade. Anyways, links are down below in the description, also in the comment section. I'm the Old Coot, and I'll catch you all on the next exciting video after I cook my turkey.